she found a box of toys. Outside, the view was the same one she saw from her own bedroom. Trees and fields and distant purple hills. She looked under the bed and there was a bunch of rats. Oh, yeah. Can you see the rats? Yuck. Hello? Are you the rats? They came out from under the bed, blinking their eyes in the light. Can you walk? The largest, blackest of the rats shook his head. It had an unpleasant sort of smile. It's more like a grin. Angry face. Well, what do you do? The rats began to climb on top of each other carefully, but swiftly until they had formed a pyramid with the large rat on top. Then they began to sing in high, whispery voices. It wasn't a pretty song. Coraline was sure she'd heard it before, but was unable to remember exactly where. We have teeth and we have tails, we have tails, we have eyes. We were here before you, Bill. You will be here when we rise. Then the pyramid fell apart, and the rats scampered fast and black towards the doorway, where the man from upstairs was standing. They swarmed up him, burrowing into his pockets, into his shirt, up his trouser legs, down his neck.
Hello, Coraline. I heard you were here. It is time for the rats to have their dinner, but you can come up with me if you like and watch them feed. There was something hungry in the old man's button eyes that made Coraline feel uncomfortable. No, thank you. I'm going outside to explore. Coraline could hear the rats whispering to each other. She was not certain that she wanted to know what they were saying. The other parents were just staring at her. I'm exploring. Have a nice time outside. We'll just wait here for you to come back. Bye. The house looked exactly the same from the outside, or almost exactly the same. The door to Miss Pink and Miss Forcible's flat was different, much more colorful and fun. Good afternoon. Hello, I saw a cat like you in the garden at home. You must be the other cat. No, I'm not the other anything. I'm me. You people are spread all over the place. Cats, on the other hand, keep ourselves together, if you see what I mean. I suppose, but if you're the same cat I saw at home, how can you talk? I can talk. Cats don't talk at home. No? No. Well, you're the expert on these things. After all, what would I know? I'm only a cat. Come back, please. I'm sorry. I really am. We could be friends, you know. We could be rare specimens of an exotic breed of African dancing elephants, but we're not. At least, I'm not. Please, what's your name? Look, I'm Coraline, okay? Yawn. Cats don't have names. Cats don't have names. No. No. Now, you people have names because you don't know who you are. We know who we are, so we don't need names. How irritatingly self-centered, thought Coraline. Half of her wanted to be rude to it, the other half wanted to be polite. The polite half won. Please, what is this place? It's here, said the cat. I can see that. Well, how did you get here? Said Coraline. Like you did, I walked. Like this. And the cat walks away. Gone. By the by, it was sensible of you to bring protection. I'd hang on to it if I were you. Protection? Protection? That's what I said. And anyway, it paused and stared intently at something that wasn't there and vanished into the woods. What did he mean? And can all cats talk where I come from and choose not to? Or can they only talk when they're here? Whatever here is. Coraline was confused. The door was open, just slightly, and swung open at her first knock. Miss Pink? Miss Forcible? Hello? Ticket? Oh, ticket. That's what I said. Ticket. You can't watch the show without a ticket. Talking pug. I don't have a ticket. Another one coming here bold as anything. Where's your ticket? Haven't gotten one. I don't know. Come on then. He picked up his flashlight and trotted off. There was a bunch of dogs. Look at all these doggies. Sit. There was a sudden hissing noise from behind the stage, like the sound of a scratchy old record. The hissing became the noise of trumpets, and Miss Pink and Miss Forcible came onto the stage. Coraline clapped politely. Then they unbuttoned their coats and opened them, but their coats weren't all that opened. Their faces opened too, like empty shells. And out of the old, empty, fluffy, round bodies stepped two young women. They were thin, pale, and pretty, and had black button eyes. This is my favorite bit. Is this a dagger I see before me? Yes, it is. Woof, woof. Coraline didn't bother clapping this time. And now Miriam and I proudly present a new exciting addendum to our theatrical exposition. Do I see a volunteer? That's you. So Coraline got on stage. Now, Coraline, what's your name? Oh, Coraline. And we don't know each other, do we? Oh, no. Now, stand over here. Put this on your head. It's a balloon. And they blindfolded her. Now they got the knife. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round you go. Pop. They popped the balloon. The dogs went wild. Thank you for being such a good sport, Coraline. Here's a very small box of chocolates. You are very good. Thank you. Would you like... I guess that the dog wants some chocolate too. Would you like one? Yes, please. Only not toffee ones. They make me drool. I thought chocolate weren't I thought chocolates weren't very good for dogs. Maybe where you come from, here it's all we eat. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. I know not how to tell thee who I am. This bit finishes soon. Then they start folk dancing. How long does this go on for? All the time, forever and always. Here, keep the chocolates. Thank you. Coraline walked out of the theater and back into the garden. She had to blink her eyes at the daylight. Her other parents were waiting for her. So, do you like it here? Did you have a nice time? I suppose so. It's much more interesting than home. I'm glad you like it. You can stay here forever and always, if you like. She put her hand in her pocket and thought about it. Her hand touched the stone with a hole in it. If you want to stay, there's only one little thing we'll have to do, so you can stay here forever and always. They went into the kitchen. On the table was a spool of black cotton and a long silver needle, and besides them 2 large black buttons. I don't think so. Oh, but we want you to. We want you to stay, and it's just a little thing. It won't hurt. Coraline knew that when grown-ups told you something wouldn't hurt, it almost always did. No, we only want what's best for you. I'm going now. Her fingers closed around the stone with a hole in it, and her other mother's hand scuttled off Caroline's shoulder like a frightened spider. If that's what you want, yes, we'll see you soon, thought, when you come back, and then we'll all be together as one big happy family, forever and always. Coraline hurried into the drawing room and headed straight for the door in the corner. There was no brick wall there now, just darkness, a darkness that seemed as if things in it might be moving. Come back soon. And stepped into the howling darkness. She became convinced that there was something very old and very slow in the dark behind her. She bumped into something, an armchair. The doorway behind her was blocked by rough red bricks. She was home. Her mother still hadn't returned from her shopping expedition. I'm hungry, she thought. So she made herself some toast with jam and peanut butter and drank a glass of water. When it began to get dark, she microwaved herself a frozen pizza. She waited for her parents to get back. Then Coraline watched television. She wondered why grown-ups gave themselves all the good programs with all this shouting and running around in. After a while, she started yawning. Then she undressed, brushed her teeth, and put herself to bed. In the morning, she went into her parents' room, but their bed hadn't been slept in, and they weren't around. She ate canned spaghetti for breakfast. For lunch, a block of cooking chocolate and an apple. The apple was slightly shriveled, but it tasted sweet and good. For tea, she went down to see Mrs. Spink and Forcible. She had 3 digestive biscuits and a glass of limeade. It tasted bright green and vaguely chemical. She liked it enormously. How are you, dear mother? How are your dear mother and father? Missing. I haven't seen either of them since yesterday. I'm on my own. I think I've become a single-child family. Tell your mother that we found the glass glowing fire press clippings we were telling her about. She seemed very interested in them. She's vanished under mysterious circumstances, and I believe my father has as well. We'll be out all day tomorrow, Caroline, lovey. Well, we'll be staying over with April's niece in Royal Tunbridge Wells. They showed Coraline an album with photos of Miss Spink's niece in it. Then Coraline left and walked down to the supermarket. She bought 2 bottles of limeade, a chocolate cake, and a new bag of apples. Went back home and ate them for dinner. Nice dinner. She ran herself a bath with too much bubbles in it. Dried herself and the floor as best she could, and went to bed. Coraline woke up in the night. She went into her parents' bedroom, but the bed was made and empty. It was 3:12 a.m. All alone in the middle of the night, Coraline began to cry. There was no other sound in the empty flat, so she climbed into her parents' bed, and after a while she went to sleep. Coraline was wakened by cold paws batting her face. Hello, how did you get in? Have you come to tell me something? Do you know where Mommy and Daddy are? Is that a yes? Will you take me to them? The cat walked the length of the hall and stopped by the full-length mirror. It had once been the inside of a wardrobe door and had been hanging there on the wall when they moved in. Oh no, they were in the mirror. Reflected in the mirror were her parents, sad and alone. Her father said something, but she could hear nothing at all. Mommy, Daddy. Her mother breathed on the inside of the mirror glass, and quickly, before the fog faded, she wrote, "Help us." They aren't going to come back, are they? Not under their own steam. The cat blinked at her. Right. Alrighty, my dear darlings. I think that's all for today.